Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dribble Me Softly podcast, a podcast that you didn't know that you need to know. How are you both?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Living the
That
dream.
sounded so weird.
Was that a bit funny, was it?
Yeah, it was funny.
It's because you got your headphones in this week.
Yes.
Yeah, you're back with us.
Can hear my own beautiful voice.
How you doing, Benny?
Not bad. How you doing, Dylan?
Pretty good, man. It's good. Monday ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get in the studio, record. It's good fun.
What madness do we have on this week?
Plenty. What a bloody crazy week in the world of football, huh? What we'll do is we'll cover off the booing bees, the Manchester Derby. What a game that was. If you're a United fan, cough, cough. And Liverpool, they get it done, but they get it done late. So it's quite a bit to get through in the Prem. Around Europe, a couple of leagues well and truly almost wrapped up, I dare say. So we'll talk a bit about that. And then a debate that I'm super excited for today that we'll be talking about later on in today's episode.
What a tease.
Yeah.
But also, you're not normally excited about debates.
I'm not. I'm excited about this one because I'm really excited to get your guys' take on it.
How excited are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like 225.
For the listeners, this is definitely something he's radiating here in the...
Yeah, the energies are real.
You're glowing. You're glowing.
Glowing, mate, glowing.
All right, well, we'll do some more coming up next.
Alrighty, gents. Before we do get into the crux of today's podcast, I just wanted to hit you both with a surprise segment because it's been a fucking long time. So, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Are you excited?
Excited.
Don't sound it.
I'm curious. Tell us.
Curious? Hectic. So what we're going to do is the Dribble Me Softly podcast team are going to create the perfect footballer. Okay? Ooh. And what we're going to do is there's 13 different categories that I've jotted down on my phone in front of me that we're going to talk through. Now, you can only pick one player for each of the 13. So you can't choose the same player more than one time. And what we're going to do is we're going to jot it all down and then I'm going to create a little diagram after the episode and I'm going to post it on our Insta of what we believe is, quote unquote, the perfect footballer.
Okay.
Grab my notepad.
Good lad. Are you guys ready? Because there's 13 different things. Do you want me to go through 1 to 13 or do you just want to go through them one by one?
Go through 1 to 13 quickly. So
Sure.
in case the listeners want to pause this and
Yep.
play along.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. So 1 to 13. Number 1, pace. Number 2, skills. Number 3, right foot. Number 4, left foot. Number 5, football IQ. Number 6, free kick ability. Number 7, defending. Number 8, passing. Number 9, penalties. Number 10, stamina. Number 11, tackling. Number 12, shooting/finishing. And number 13, celebration.
Oh, that's solid. I like that. That's a good one to finish.
So those are the 13. And what we're going to do is, like I said, we'll go through them one by one. We can only use one player. And we're going to open it up. So past and present players, because we're creating the perfect footballer here.
I like this.
Yeah, I'm in.
So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Do you want to start from the top and work our way down?
God, trying to think who would be an absolute pace monster.
Yeah.
Adama Traore.
Oh,
That's a good shout.
is that just because he's built like a brick shit house though, as well as
But
he
he
can
is
run
quick.
But
fast?
he is quick,
He is
yeah.
quick, yeah.
There's a few really quick ones out there. Obviously, you know,
Kyle
Mbappe.
Walker as well.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker. I think Dominic Szoboszlai actually this season recorded like 36 kilometer hour sprint, so his name's probably up there.
His little feet.
Yeah, it's the little
Mbappe's
feet.
definitely one.
Mbappe.
But we need to be smart about this
So
because
that's
we
the
can't
thing.
we
Correct.
can't use
That's the
Mbappe up
thing.
now, can we?
That's you can, but it just means you can't use him later.
Should there be like a bonus one of clutch? Just
You know what? Let's just chuck it in. Number 14, clutch. Who's the most clutch? There's one name that comes to mind already there.
well, I'm just thinking we talk about Mbappe, but who goes and bangs in a hat trick in a World Cup final like that? And
Fair
one
enough.
of the goals is outrageous. too.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely. But
But we're on a pace, aren't we?
we're at pace. So let's not take too long going through them because there's
Yep.
14 categories now to get through. So I think like Adama is a great shout. Anyone else?
Van der Ven.
Yep, he's quick.
He's currently the quickest.
But let's not think even about present, even past players, anyone that you can think of.
Some pacey boys.
Yeah.
Technically, Bolt played football.
Hey?
Bolt, you're saying
He
Bolt
did,
tried
yes.
to play football
He
once.
did, but no, he's not a professional
Yeah,
footballer.
Walcott was quick as at that stage too, but I'd probably still say Adama.
I think
Traore.
I would also say Adama. Just when you say pace is one of the first names that comes to mind. And also, he's probably when you think maybe like
What? He's not going to make it anywhere else on this list.
And
If you've got tank as an attribute.
Yeah, one thing I didn't put down was strength, and that's probably the other place that he would fit the bill. But I reckon we could put him down for pace.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Okay.
All right, done. So the first name is Adama Traore. All right, we'll move on to skills. Now this is an interesting one.
Oh.
And with this, we'll include dribbling. So dribbling / skills.
Okay.
So
his
names off
name?
the bat.
Adele Taarabt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skills.
Neymar. It's got to be
Neymar.
Neil. It's got to be Neymar.
What about
surely.
Dino?
Oh, fuck yeah, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, that's... okay.
Dino's the one, right?
Is he going to come up in any of these other...
He could come up in a lot of other ones.
Um,
But when you think skills and you think dribbling, he's the one that comes to mind.
I
right?
can think of other people for free kicks, so I'd take him as skills.
Yeah. I think I agree with that, Stu.
Oh, I know what I've got for free kick.
Oh.
I've got. We might have the same.
This is in, yeah.
Did he play for Leon once?
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
I'm thinking the same name, guys, for
Yeah.
what it's worth. Yeah, but let's get to that when we do. So are we putting Dino down for dribbling / skills?
I'd be happy for him.
Ronaldinho, yeah.
Done. All right, on to the next. Right foot. Who's got the best right foot?
So in terms of like power, shot, all of it, like pass, are we going for like overall right foot?
Yeah, just overall right foot, because there's one of the later ones is finishing / shooting ability. But just who's got the best right foot in the game of all time, would you say?
Of all time.
Yeah. If you wanted somebody's right foot to fit your perfect footballer, who would it be?
I'd want it to be Fabregas.
Interesting. You're joking. What about you, Stu?
I don't know.
It's a hard one. If there's one person that comes to my mind, it would be Ronaldo.
R9.
R9.
Oh, yeah.
I would, yeah. Yeah.
Because the
man.
other one's lefty, isn't he?
We've overlooked him
Or
for
is
pace.
No,
They're
Ronaldo.
both-
CR7's a right foot
Okay.
player too, yeah.
Yeah, but we've overlooked Ronaldo for pace as well.
True. That's true.
Because he's an absolute
Yeah.
weapon.
And you know who else is fast as? Gareth Bale.
True.
Facts.
Remember that goal where he ran around? That
I do remember that goal, yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, won him the Copa del Rey.
yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. We've stuck to Adama here. So
Yeah,
let's,
no, we
let's look at
we'll
right
go
foot.
Adama.
Oh, no, we're going to get cancelled.
There's a bit of meme value. Bit of meme value. in Adama.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Of all this.
Right
Of all
foot.
the footballers of all time, we've
Do you
got
know
Adama
what?
in our list of 14.
Maybe we'll just put him as this week's podcast picture.
Yeah, Adama.
Troy, yeah, this is we're paying
Just
homage.
With the oiled up arms,
Yeah.
you know, ready for a football match.
Who's got a banger of a right foot, but
So many
someone like
players.
fucking Bell, some shit like that.
Adriano.
Oh, true.
I don't know if he's
did.
left
You're
foot,
only
though.
thinking strikers. I could argue Stevie G, Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard, sweet.
All of these people
Sweet
have
right
amazing right foots,
Ah, yeah.
which makes this really tough.
Zidane was right.
Yeah, I was
foot.
going to say
Yes.
Zidane too. Because
Zizou,
like,
yep.
we're not thinking only finishing, right?
I know, but then
What about Beckham?
Beckham's a good shout. I
Sweet
think
right foot.
you could also put him down for free
Free
kicks.
kicks,
Yeah.
nah, Beckham.
I have someone else for free kicks.
Nah, free
though.
kick.
Yeah, I know who the other person was, but
No,
there is a shout that no one bends it like Beckham, right?
we don't have a
Are we putting
we don't have
Cristiano
an
Ronaldo
attribute
anywhere else?
here as like most marketable.
We could add so many more to this list of 14 now.
True. Wait, we could. Oh no, I don't know if I'd put Ronaldo as like stamina though. CR7, I mean, because
Good
Geezer's.
shout. Good shout. We might need him.
Yeah.
See, a part of me wishes I didn't give you the categories because it would have been a lot
That's-
more fun.
Maybe I should delete them quickly.
No, it's okay because you know them now. But it's okay. So we've got to make it quick, guys. We've been stuck on right foot for a
Right
long
foot.
time. Who do you guys pick?
Fuck. Beckham. Do we do it? Panicking here.
Who do you say? Who would you say?
I could even go CR7 to be honest.
Yeah, but I think I'll
CR7's
take
incredible.
Figo.
Luis Figo. Fuck. I'd probably take Ronaldo for like pens or stamina or something.
Oh yeah, Pens.
Stamina.
Not
No,
really.
it's stamina. I was thinking someone like N'Golo Kante.
Mm.
Yeah,
Clarence Seedorf.
for right foot.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to choose someone.
Let's just do it. Let's just put Beckham in.
Okay, done.
He's still iconic. He's iconic enough.
All right, David Beckham's going in.
Okay. Now left
Yeah.
foot. Same pain. There's not many left foot.
Left foot, Leo Messi.
Messi is lefty,
Oh.
isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
But
oh,
would we
yeah.
have him for football IQ?
Would you have him for IQ or finishing?
The argument's there. So let's say you don't put Leo Messi down for left foot. Give me some names.
Oh yeah, but then do we want Zidane in this list?
Doesn't necessarily have to be.
Do any of these go into? Can we merge this into some sort of footballer with overlaps? Because imagine how
Yeah, I know.
what a freak we're creating. Here.
Is Salah left-footed?
Salah is left-footed. Mo Salah is left-footed. Arguably the second best to Messi.
We could take Salah's left foot.
Just shove it in there.
With Chuckamo in?
Yeah, fit
Yeah,
his,
yeah.
It's not that his left isn't the dodgy one though, is it? Because he's hamstring.
No.
Okay, that's all right. He's back in.
Yeah. Okay, football IQ. This is going to be a very interesting one.
Are we going Messi then?
I don't know. I don't.
What about
I don't-
Iniesta or...
Because that's who I was thinking. Someone along the lines of an Iniesta, a Xavi Alonso.
We should have used Xavi Alonso for one of the feet.
Could have, yeah.
Can we
No,
cut?
we cannot.
cut?
Sorry.
No,
We cannot. Sorry.
no, we're going to the operating table and we're cutting Beckham's foot out and we're putting Alonso's in.
We are not doing that.
We can just put Beckham's face on it and then it'll be the most handsome super
Sorry,
footballer ever.
we can't. We've put him down. He's not being removed. Otherwise, the game's too easy.
I'll say like Iniesta or like even someone like Philip Lahm or some shit like that.
That's a good shout too. Yeah, Philip Lahm.
Claude,
Also a good
Early.
shout. Yeah.
Apparently Jorginho has a really high football IQ. That's not even a meme. Apparently he does.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't put him in though.
So honestly, of the list, I think Xabi Alonso has the highest football IQ.
Alonso,
I think so.
I'm happy to take him
done.
Done.
over Iniesta.
All right. Now this one is going to be interesting.
All right, on the count of three,
Free kicks.
everyone say
First
who.
name, last name, or
Just give me
Just last
initials
name.
first.
DP?
Yeah, that's it.
Who are you thinking?
Wait, who?
No, that's who I had. Dimitri Payet.
Who are you thinking? Of?
No,
Who played for Leon?
Jorginho. The original Jorginho,
Who's Jorginho?
The Brazilian one.
the Brazilian one.
That's true. He
Mate,
did have
he's
a
better
free
than
kick.
Payet at free kicks.
He did have a hell of a
But
free kick.
did Dimitri Payet also play for Leon?
Yeah.
No, he played
No,
for Marseille.
yeah,
Marseille.
Marseille.
That's
You
where I got mixed
fraud.
up.
Okay, so
What? Go watch the videos.
I'm happy to be for you to run with that, Ben. If you think he's better than
Yes, and he did it in the Champions League.
Dimitri Payet.
honestly, I could argue CR7 also has an amazing free kick. His time at
True.
United.
Well, does he though?
The distance that he was scoring some of these free kicks were crazy.
We need him for stamina though, don't we? Or pens.
Nah, Pens is Ainsley, mate. And Niles, mate.
All right, so who are we putting down? Honestly, if you're not putting him anywhere else down, you'd put him down for celebration.
The most
CR7.
iconic, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I've put Jorginho on this list. What are you going with?
So Jorginho is this guy? He played for
Do you mean
I can't
Munich?
pronounce it correctly.
Juninho.
Juninho, that's the one.
Juninho. I
Fucking
remember
hell.
Juninho.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he does have a crazy free kick.
I've got pronunciation issues,
All right.
and I need a pathologist. So if there's a pathologist out there, write into
Is that one maybe
the
we'll
show.
skip and just come back to in the next one? Not skip entirely, but go to the next one. then
Sure,
come
we'll
back.
leave that. We'll go to the next one. Just keep in mind time as well, guys.
Yeah.
Number 7, defending.
all-time defender.
Jonathan Terry.
I would
So-
take that.
You can look at it from the perspective of all-time defender, but remember the aim of the game is to create the perfect footballer.
Okay, true,
Yeah, we're not
true,
just thinking
true.
about who the greatest of all time is here.
True.
No,
Yeah.
he was fucking immense defender.
His defending ability is insane. Even that era of the Premier League too.
Yep,
oh yeah.
yep. Ferdinand. Yep.
No, not Ferdinand. He's a cokehead.
Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos. Even if Philip Lahm was a right back, he was also a very good defender.
Mm-hmm.
Cannavaro,
Yep.
Oh yeah, Maldini,
Maldini.
Nesta.
Puyol.
Nesta.
Yeah.
Puyol. Remember
Puyol.
Puyol in there?
He was a dog too. Like
Yeah.
he just went after.
Yep. I think I'm happy with Puyol.
Yeah, let's go him.
Oh, now we're on to
Carlos Puyol. All right, so now we're on to passing. Now this is where it could get techie.
about to crumble here. aren't we?
KDB.
That's who I had in my mind. I'm not gonna lie. So in my mind, it was KDB number 1 and David Beckham number 2.
We use Bex as right
But
foot.
we've used Bex as right foot, which I'm very surprised about. It's not necessarily who I would have put down as my perfect right foot.
Conscious of time.
Yep.
I'll
I'd say
take the
KDB.
KDB. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's an easy one for me. I'm good with that. So KDB goes in. All right, on to the next. Penalties.
Jorginho. No, I'm joking.
Mm.
You going with CR7, the pen monster, or is there someone with a better record?
I'd put my life in his hands.
So this is, okay. Now this is where it gets interesting because I would argue that he's
Clutch.
he's more clutch and he has the best celebration of all time.
Mm.
And I think you could argue that there are players out there who also have a penalty as good, if not better than.
What about James Ward-Prowse?
Sure, that's a good shout. Somebody who's very consistent with penalties.
Yeah.
Are we doing it? I don't know.
It's again, It's up to you guys.
Low-key Balotelli had a hectic penalty too. Alan Shearer.
Yeah, he just came up. Frank Lampard, Matt Letizia.
Yeah, I saw Letizia as well.
This is like a frantic Google search.
Zinedine Zidane.
You're on the same list as I am, the Bleacher Report one.
We've got to choose one quick, guys.
Pens. Maybe we keep celebration as Ronaldo. That's very
Let's do
selling him a bit short as putting him as a celebration, but
Pirlo.
Andre Pirlo.
Pirlo, yeah.
Zlatan.
He had a hectic Panenka.
Zlatan.
What about Zlatan? Or would you put Zlatan as club?
Maybe even like shooting, finishing.
Or shooting, yeah. We still haven't got Messi in this list as well, though.
That doesn't.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. We look like,
Doesn't necessarily need to be there.
Yeah, because he's just all round.
fuck it. There's so many decent players.
He's
He's
the-
fuck it up with Ward Prowse. No, now you're thinking, like, oh no, is this ruin the integrity of the list?
God no, because James Ward-Prowse does have a great penalty. In fact, I would argue that he has a better free kick than he does penalty.
So
I was saying that we've got Traore here, haven't we?
I would actually put him down as a free kick specialist more than a penalty specialist, to be honest with
Stevie
you.
G took pens, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Stevie G took pens.
Totti,
Sure,
Toddy
yeah.
did
Toddy,
take
yeah.
pens.
86 for club and country sold.
Yeah, I like
Sure.
that actually.
That's a lot of penalties.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
he also played a lot of games over a
Yeah,
massively
he
long
did, he
career.
did.
It makes sense. All right, on to the next. Stamina.
It's got to be the Mac Daddy in Saudi Arabia, hasn't it?
I think so. It's the one and only. Yeah?
Trying to think of a random Saudi Arabian player.
Anyone else that you can think of other than N'Golo Kante for this position?
Oh shit! Oh no, is he alive though?
It doesn't matter. Half
Doesn't
these
matter.
players aren't playing
Exactly right. When it comes to stamina, can you name a better player? They say that half the world is covered by water and the other
Yeah.
half is covered by N'Golo Kante. The
I
only
think-
reasons that's the case is because of his stamina.
I think he's possibly
True.
one
I
of
forgot, I
the.
honestly forgot he existed.
He's one of the answers where it's like the clear answer is him.
He's the only one I would take here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
On to the next. Tackling.
Sergio Ramos.
Exactly right. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that works for me. All right. On to the next. Finishing.
Dear. Messi.
Both of you give me a name.
Fuck, I'm thinking too current.
Ben, you first. Give me a name.
All time.
All time. Again, all time. Perfect footballer, however you want to look at it. But yeah, give me a name.
It's got to be Messi. He does it any way you want. Upside down, inside out. Little chip over the goalie.
I have too many names in my head.
Give me one.
I can't just agree with you. I have to say something else.
Gareth Bale.
Finishing.
Darwin Núñez.
I was gonna say fucking someone now, like Haaland or some shit, but they'd be
Oh, did you see his sitter he missed? Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because he tried to use his foot. He should
I
have used
know.
his head.
Both Darwin and Haaland this year have missed 21 chances.
No way.
21 apiece.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
go
a
with
lot.
Messi.
You'll go with Messi as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Who
throw a
would you
name
go?
at you. I'm going to throw a name that you guys are very familiar with.
Thierry Henry.
Correct.
Yeah, that was the name in my head, but I didn't want to be biased and say it.
I actually would.
Can we put him in then?
What about Dennis
Thierry Henry
Bergkamp?
as a better finisher.
Yeah, I
than
said
do
Berg. I
Messi.
was thinking Bergkamp, but then
Yeah, we should.
Bergkamp actually should have been in football IQ as well. Supposedly,
So are we putting Henry in there?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that leaves Celebration.
CR7.
Agreed. And then I think Clutch, there's only one name you could put down then to finish it all off.
Olivier Giroud.
Yes, Olivier Giroud. So are we wrapping it up with Leo Messi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's one more then. We just got to go back. Free kicks.
Free kicks. Let's run with Janino. I've had a
No. Oh, actually, we can if you want. Sorry. We
Before?
put Toddy down for penalties.
Toddy. Yep.
So who are we putting down for free kicks?
I've been watching this Janino guy's free kick.
Mate, he
and
scores
I know
all
his
sorts.
name. It's not like I'm going to say.
Janino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucked his name up. If not, Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, Roberto Carlos too.
that's a great shout.
Let's
too.
go,
What would
Carlos.
you want? Yeah, you want to out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want it to bend back in.
That single-handedly was
Roberto
one of
Carlos
the
is it.
best
Yeah,
fucking
it is.
free kicks ever.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
a fun game.
So let me just quickly go 1 to 13 with our list. Again, I'm going to create a fun little diagram and post it on our Insta page for everyone. So at pace, we got Adama Traore. At skills, we got Ronaldinho. Right foot, David Beckham. Left foot, Mo Salah. Football IQ, Xavi Alonso. Free kicks, Roberto Carlos. Defending, Carlos Puyol. Passing, KDB. Penalties, Francesco Totti. Stamina, N'Golo Kante. Tackling, Sergio Ramos. Finishing, Thierry Henry. celebration CR7, and clutch player Leo Messi to wrap up.
That's a player and a half, that one.
All right. There you go. That's what we would consider to be the perfect football player.
I just find it so funny that Adama Traore
Adama Traore made the fucking cut. He's going to love that. We got to add him when I made this little diagram.
Tag him.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap that up there and we'll come back for the next segment.
Thanks, Dylan.
And we're back. How was the game we just played?
Oh,
You both looked shocked.
Did we watch a
Yeah, I was
game
like,
or
did we
something?
just- yeah, what did
that
we
was
miss?
fun. That was fun. Got the mind thinking about some old players, old skill sets.
Albeit, it is tough when you put on the spot like that, isn't it? To think of names off the top of your head.
Yeah, we
Right.
finished it and then we already said we regret some of our choices. but
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. That's
Gotta
how the
stick
game
with
works. I mean, Adama made the fucking list.
Speaking of fun, probably start off with the biggest thing. What's it like to be a United fan? I wonder.
It was
Thank-
good in the first.
Do you reckon like this week it's just been worldy goals galore?
It
There were some
feels a bit
really
like
good
that.
goals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some really good goals across a couple of the games and a couple late finishes too.
A couple of very late finishes. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, this one was looking to go against what a lot of people were thinking. It was just like Haaland had missed that chance when they were 1-0 down.
Yeah.
You thought, sheesh, United might take 3 points away, maybe even snake a draw, but
Phil
Yeah.
Foden
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden. What a player. What a goal.
just keeps turning up, doesn't he?
Keeps turning up.
He does.
Gareth Southgate was watching.
He
Don't know
was.
if he was. Don't know if he's going to be swayed. He
Did-
might
did-
still start.
Saw this meme on
Some other-
Instagram, with Gareth at the game and is like watching the game, and then the comment goes, watching Phil Foden have the best season of his career,
Yeah.
but putting Jordan Henderson in
Oh,
for the Euros. Albeit I love Jordan Henderson, but come on.
yeah.
Time has passed him by, surely, at this point.
Yeah, so fun little stat, but there's the first time in 150 something games that United were leading halftime and lost the game.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, before that it was about 130 odd wins and something 20 odd draws.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what a goal it was, but from Rashford.
What a
like,
goal it was. Yeah, 8th minute of the game.
Absolutely.
Couldn't hit anybody,
nailed it.
25 or so yards out.
Yep.
At that time, did you think it was United's day?
No,
You still just knew, right?
you just know.
Especially when it's at the Etihad.
That was more of it. Yeah. I mean, they can't even win at home. You're not going to go.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You
United.
can't beat Fulham at home.
Yeah.
How are you going to go beat the champions, the
Yeah.
treble winning champions at their home ground?
In saying that, I don't think many teams can go there and win anyway. So it would have been very tough for them to do.
Yeah, facts. Agreed. Yeah, there's a lot of better teams that'll go there that have gone there and
Yep.
will lose this season and have lost this season.
Saying that, I kind of forgot that they didn't lose too badly, really, scoreline wise.
Yeah.
Things considered.
That's true. Yeah, it could have been bad. Could have
Yeah.
Should have been bad.
going
I mean-
into these games. You don't know. Like with United these days, they could be a 7-0 on the cards. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
Haaland missed that chance and that was still, they were 1-0 down at that time. So you're thinking, gee, good fuck.
Another fun stat: their only shot on target was that goal in the 8th minute of the game.
You serious?
Yep, they had 3 shots on goal in the entire. Sorry, they had 3 shots in the entire game, and only 1 shot of those 3 were on goal, which was that Rashford goal.
I mean, it makes sense though, because Rashford did that and then what happened to him? He may as well
Truly
have been
did nothing
subbed.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a ghost for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He's not good enough to be like that, though, is he? To
He's
have
got
that
too much of
attitude.
an attitude problem. Yeah.
Do you think he's better than United?
No, he's not better than United.
Do you think he thinks he's better than United?
I think he thinks he's better than he is.
Wouldn't you think he'd be a good support cast, not your best player?
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, that's how I'd see it.
The crazy thing is he's got the capabilities. It's just the mindset. If he didn't think so much of himself, he probably would be a better footballer. Because like you see him lose the ball, and he doesn't even try. He doesn't even not even try. He doesn't even sometimes he doesn't even turn around.
Have you seen the videos of him pressing, quote unquote pressing?
Oh my god!
I forgot who it was, but they just literally ran around, just jogged. Sorry, not ran, jogged with the ball around him, and
But
he
can you
pretended
imagine
to
if
run.
that was a player on your team?
You'd be fucking filthy.
Like as a fan,
Yeah.
but even as a teammate watching that.
Well, the weird thing is, I watched listened to the Stick to Football podcast last week, and Ian Wright and Roy Keane were saying that Man U's pressing is disastrous, but they don't understand why, because that stuff, the fundamental stuff, you press as a unit.
Yep.
Like, you know what to look for and when to go. if someone goes, you can't.
There's
you know
little
where
triggers.
To go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they work on it. You should work on it, but it shouldn't be every day that you have to master that.
It's funny.
So-
They take 2 steps forward and 50 steps back.
It's really weird.
Yep.
Make sense of it.
You can't.
Yeah,
Like,
genuinely can't.
how can you, at this point, see Jim Radcliffe keeping Ten Hag around?
Nah, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. It just, how can you? Because and the funny thing is you see Ten Hag going into the presses every week and he's saying the same thing about how he thinks there's a team here and there is commitment in the team and they are building towards something. But the results don't back it up.
What do you
I
reckon?
mean, the funny thing is they kind of do to some extent because he ended 2023 and United were one of the top 5 teams in Europe's top 5 leagues. So the results are there, but the performances are shocking. Yeah?
For sure.
It's mad.
What do you reckon the chances are he leaves United in whatever fashion and is successful at another club?
I don't know. I'm just looking at this. As you may have seen, I've been in a Reddit hole and encourage people to come abuse us on there. But
Where can they find us on Reddit?
Dribble Me Softly.
Beautiful.
It's a magical community.
Slowly building.
Slowly
Need
getting
them
there.
upvotes.
Yeah, we'll move from Reddit to Discord and Patreon soon enough, won't we, Ben?
We all do. We need to hire people at this rate. Ten Hag denied United are way behind City after the Derby defeat.
Okay,
So
there it is.
But
He's now admitting to the fact.
I
He denied.
I replied to this to see what Man United fans had come back with, and I added, can you honestly see Radcliffe keeping him around beyond this summer, or is there something that I'm missing here? And then a United fan was asked, who's better than Ten Hag and would want to inherit this squad, which is a great question.
It's a great question.
And then a Man United fan responded, Ange.
I think Ange would rather stay in North London.
It's a really good question. Who in their right mind would want to inherit this squad?
I don't know. It's a hodgepodge of a team, isn't it?
It is, but I think the thing is with Radcliffe now in, there is a bit of ambition, at least from the ownership. I guess it hasn't transpired or translated down to the field yet, but he is making moves at the top, which is crucial, right? Because for a club to be successful, it needs to start at the top and filter down. And also the manager has a massive say in all of that. And I still don't think Ten Hag's the man for the role. He had a really good chapter, but he's not built to take on Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, and Pep Guardiola's City.
You can see why they thought they'd take a punt at it, though. You know how he took to the Ajax team to the semis.
Totally.
And you think, they've built this lovely Dutch machine and they play lovely football. Why wouldn't that, be something that you could coach? Because they've given him a lot of time now.
Yeah, plenty of time. To be fair, he has won a trophy.
True.
He's the reason that Man City don't win a quad last season. I mean, he's not the sole reason because, it wasn't United that beat City, but still.
But the pressures of being a United manager as opposed to an Ajax manager.
Yeah,
obviously,
that's
what I mean?
telling, right? Yeah.
Like we know how good Ajax is as a football team, and they produce year
Quality,
on year. They
talent.
produce.
Yeah.
But
They're a
then
breeding ground for
coming
talent,
into
man.
the Prem when it's been like the Prem's just being run by 2 managers pretty much the past however 8 years,
7 years. Yeah.
And for this guy to come in, like obviously the pressure's been too big. The only person I can think of that may have been a better fit, and I don't know where he was at the time. He's probably managing or maybe not managing someone like Zidane or something. But even then,
It's a tough ask, though, isn't it? Because even when he was
What was
managing
the
the Real
squad
Madrid
like?
team,
Yeah.
it was a decent squad. It was more about managing those
personalities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've certainly got some big personalities, United. Like, look at Fidget Spinner.
Fidget spinner, Jesus
It's
Christ.
the most angriest little human ever.
Genuinely is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loses the ball, gets angry.
Gets angry.
Starts slapping people and shit.
The thing is, right,
Won't
like,
go into that.
if you were a United fan living in Manchester, would you have even made the effort to go to the Etihad to watch this game, knowing what the result was going to be?
No.
It's so sad. Just to break it down really quickly, only 3 shots in the whole game to United to City's 27, 8 on target for City and only 1 to United. The XG was 3.32 to 0.26. It's a massive discrepancy there.
Disparity's mad, isn't it?
It's insane. But then the funny thing is you look at the distance covered and City ran 118 to United's 115. So they're matching them close enough for distance, but they were just chasing the ball. and City had the ball, and it proves it with the possession, 74-26. This is against your fucking neighbour.
Yeah.
Doesn't get bigger than this, right? In the city of Manchester.
I honestly think they'll be happy with the result, that it wasn't like a
7-0
battering. Yeah.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, Pep said it in his press conference before the United game. He said that no matter what, United is United. Everyone thought that United were going to go to Liverpool this season at Anfield and they were going to get absolutely pumped. In fact, they parked the bus. They basically put 11 people behind the ball and they got a 0-0 draw. To this day, it's the only team this season that's kept Liverpool scoreless. Not even at home, the whole season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole season. So they are capable of doing that, parking the bus. So why didn't they do that then? If that's probably the only means of getting, or actually they go 1-0 up after 8 minutes. Why don't you go 11 behind the ball and park it?
Problem is they went up early, didn't they, and shit their pants. Basically, because like if you go up early, then the whole game shifts because you know City are going to build and build.
It's hard to go up against
Yeah,
City.
It is, but surely you can park 11 people behind the ball with a 1-0. Because they did it at Anfield. They did it.
Yeah.
There was only one team at that game that wanted to win, and it wasn't United. It makes you think.
I wish they had parked the bus.
I know. I mean, it would.
Don't we all?
Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah,
to be honest.
don't we all? But enough about that. Just quickly on City. Do you reckon they're going to do it?
I don't know. I've also in a Reddit conversation about this as well, and people keep pointing out that no one's won it 4 years in a row.
Yep, facts.
And if we want to pivot to the Liverpool game where both teams had some chances, especially Forest, before Liverpool smashed and grabbed it at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Elanga was so close to getting his nips out against Liverpool, but
Yeah, he was.
We just want to see nips.
Kelleher
Doesn't matter who
stopped
it's
it.
against.
Kelleher stopped it. What a save that was.
What about if Origi scored? He had a hectic
Yes,
chance.
I know he did. That left foot as well. Oh
Sweet.
my God, yeah.
Sweet strike.
That would have been bittersweet
Yeah.
if Origi scored that. But look, talk about leaving it late. So this goal was scored in the 99th minute of the game, and it's the latest winner in Liverpool's history.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really weird one because everyone, like, obviously we knew that we played 4 games in 11 days. It was going to be tough playing kids, but you get a result. It's a big result.
Yep.
Has that feeling of something's in the air, but let's not go there. Let's just wait for everything to happen. But it was a good result. You take 3 points, moving on to City next week because that's a fucking huge game.
Huge game at home.
Huge game at home.
Huge,
Bring it
huge
on.
game.
Bring it on.
We just want Hudson-Odoi to fucking learn to clear a football.
Yeah.
Do it when we play against him, I'm sure.
I'll tell you what, though. Like, that ball from McAllister to Nunes, right? Just dinked it over the top from the edge of the box and just found him perfectly. He was able to bury that header. It's like, that's clutch.
Yeah.
I think he was just putting it into the mixer, to be honest. Like, perfectly clipping it, but why not?
Of course,
It's
at
just
the end of the
fucking-
game, you have no choice other than
Yeah,
to put it in. It just so
exactly.
happened he put it on a dime.
I wonder if they missed that, if that would have went in.
What do you mean?
Like, it was had trajectory to go into that corner.
Yeah.
Without the
Like,
touch.
yeah, I think those ones
Without
where
the
sometimes
touch.
they miss him and it
Yep.
just ghosts in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter, though, because I think Nunes absolutely deserved the winner.
Mr. Crayon.
He just puts his heart on the line. And I think, honestly, the goals and assists this season have been there, but it's all about the performance. And he literally will go and, like, do anything for Klopp. And I think that's why the fans love him. But yeah, great result. Bring on City next week. On to the next, Ben.
What, you want to go to another late drama?
Sure.
Want to go to whatever happened at Luton where Villa did their
yeah.
utmost to fuck themselves over?
Lucadinha.
I know, right? They were cruising. Villa were cruising.
Yeah, two good goals from Ollie Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is his most prolific season in the Premier League now.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely putting his price tag up, hasn't he?
In 2020 or somewhere around there, he would say, "Oh yeah, playing." He said, I don't know what the exact quote is, but he said, "Oh yeah, playing for Arsenal's the dream, but it's a long way away.
Interesting.
It's not that far away. Like it's not out of reach."
He's better than any number 9 you have in your team today.
He would start for us easily, and
Absolutely.
Jesus is too injury prone.
Yeah,
but this
agreed.
game itself, they pegged back 2-2.
Yeah, just on Ollie Watkins for a
Yeah.
sec. Talk about Arsenal. Forget about that for a sec. Euros are around the corner.
I had that in my notes.
Surely.
Has to be.
Surely.
Didn't play very well. Well, he'll go in the squad, won't he? But,
Yeah.
like, is he really going to upend Kane?
Yeah.
No, he won't. He won't. Which sucks for him
Yeah.
because he's done everything right to get his name in the mix. It just so happens that Kane's banging goals over at Bayern.
Yeah.
And he's the captain.
But
Yeah.
no doubt he should be in the squad. You never know what happens with injuries and stuff like that.
And just
Oh, great backup.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. That's what a solid number 2. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
That squad, yeah. Apart from the England defence, it's looking pretty tidy.
Is this Southgate's last chance to win a trophy?
I think Southgate goes after this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he walks. He's had enough.
Okay.
And I think people may have had enough of him.
Do the FA still back him?
Seems so.
It seems though. Yeah. And they backed him for a long time now too.
To his credit, he's done well to unite the team. Like, the history of England's team is not exactly the most fun bunch.
I agree, but you talk about the last generation being the golden generation. This generation is the golden generation, and he's playing the most defensively minded team imaginable.
And that's where the frustration comes from, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see what happens. It surely can't be just putting Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice in there. Calvin Phillips definitely shouldn't be anywhere near the football team. He's shot to bits.
God no.
But how would you be surprised if he started a game? Yeah.
Nor fucking Henderson.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Foden sits on the bench for the entire fucking tournament and then like in the 80th minute chuck him on.
But at this point, I know they're young, but like the experience that they have, Rice and Bellingham, if they put them in the middle, there's so much experience. Foden, so much experience. Saka.
Yeah. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll just get a load of Harry Maguire and John Stones
Besides,
kicking the ball back and forth.
Who else would you put in the defence as your two centre halves?
That's a great question. That's just not great for England at the moment.
I like John Stones.
John Stones is good. I mean, like,
Next to him?
Blockhead seems to do well.
Yeah.
The international level seems to be at a nice pace for him.
That's true, actually.
I think it might be more of the
I tend
Prem.
to agree with that.
Well, he was fine at Leicester when they played like that.
And just for the listeners, we're talking about Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Correct.
When you refer to Blockhead, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Harry. So I think if he went to West Ham in the summer, I think he would have had a good year. I would have suited him nicely. Just punt the ball out, transition.
In saying that, since the armband's been taken off him, he's had many a performance for United. His performances have definitely been better without the armband.
Well, Varane hasn't exactly covered himself in glory this year, considering he's a World Cup winner.
Yep. Martinez, nowhere to be seen, still injured.
Yeah, he's injured though, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's pretty sad for him, actually.
It is, because he is a good player.
It's karma for being a hatchet man.
Exactly right. 100%. It's just an interesting one on Southgate, that's all. Yeah.
There was just a lot of good goals this week as well, if we want to just...
Eze's free kick was a worldie. Yeah.
Worldy.
Even that Brentford...
Wissa.
Yawan Wissa or something like that.
Yeah.
Was his first name. Gee. He tried it before that too. He tried a bicycle that...
Yeah.
I don't know if he was offside or whatever, but it was saved anyway. And he goes for another one and he absolutely bangs it in.
Clean, yeah.
His goal was good.
Eze's goal was good, albeit in a losing cause because Spurs did win, didn't they? And just quickly on Spurs, they're quietly going about their work.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Maddison looks like he's getting back in the groove. Sonny's scoring goals. Timo Werner's scoring goals.
Timo Werner's in the goals for Tottenham Hotspur.
Missing goals and scoring goals. That's what he does.
Yep.
He's been a good loan signing, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. You can't
He's
hate.
active. He's getting about his work. Like his goal rate isn't insane.
Mate, he's got more GA than fucking Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Not hard to do, though.
I can't even look at those memes anymore because it's just not funny.
No.
I'll tell you what, there are some absolute golden ones online, aren't there, though?
It's just every
too
sport
real.
event. Yeah.
Like, it's not even funny because it's just reality.
Just quickly with Harry Kane, right, while we were talking about him just before, just on the Euros and whatnot. Obviously, Bayern probably aren't going to win the league this year.
I hope not.
Because Bayern...
They drew at the weekend.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy goals, did you guys see Thomas Souček's outside of the foot?
Yes.
Winner.
He scores some good goals, Souček.
The control, firstly, and then to hit it outside of the foot, jeez.
I loved that.
Great goal.
You know who else has a sweet left foot? Didn't score a goal, but Dwight McNeil. What else happened?
It's funny that Everton get those 4 points back. The deductions reduced.
That's true. Now it's only 6 points.
Yeah. But then they play like absolute poo.
Agreed.
They're safe though, right?
Kinda.
Or do you think
They'll stay up.
Luton have a chance? Who plays better football, Luton or Everton?
Luton.
100%.
Just go for gold. That's why, they throw it.
I kind of just want Forest to go down at this point. Not because of the weekend, but just in general. I'm just like, if I wanted someone to stay out, it's funny that Luton stays up. They deserve it on merit.
So because I didn't want to talk too much about the Liverpool game, but you mentioned a comment there after the weekend. Obviously, there was a bit of controversy that happened in that game, wasn't there? And at the end of the game, there were...
Oh, the Forest game?
Yeah, the Forest Liverpool game.
Oh, well, the guy thought he was in Turkey, didn't he? The owner thought he could come down and kick off.
And it wasn't just him. Like players were getting red cards, backroom staff were getting red cards. This all happened after the whistle. But you know what? As a Liverpool fan, they kind of have a reason to have a cry because of the stoppage that occurred, albeit a minute and 57 seconds or something before the goal was eventually
The
scored.
Hudson-Odoi thing where he was out and they called the ball
And
back.
Kanate, it was head injury. And instead of drop ball to Hudson-Odoi, it was Keller who gets the ball, restarts play.
But they did say they made that same decision on the other side of the field. So they said at least it was. They said they were both
consistent.
wrong, but it was consistent.
It was consistent, yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I'd be more fucking annoyed that you didn't clear the ball. What was he doing? Dribbling it.
Yeah.
It's like you've got seconds left of a game.
Literally seconds. Yeah.
And all the Liverpool players are literally pinned in there. Like, you just get rid of the ball.
100%. Yeah.
Anywhere will do.
But yeah, that was massive controversy and that game, wasn't there?
I know. I was going to say there's chaos everywhere though. If you want to go to Spain, do you want more chaos?
Talk about that Madrid game.
Oh yeah. Jude Bellingham. He got red carded.
He got red carded.
Yeah. Have you seen anything like it?
I've never seen anything like this in my life, no.
But he clearly blew the whistle. No one's contesting that should have been a goal.
No, they're not contesting that. They're contesting the fact that they were in like an active attacking phase, and
Okay.
they were literally just outside the box,
Literally just
crossing
outside
the
the box,
ball
yeah.
in. It was
Yeah.
like 2 seconds.
And you put a bit of context behind it. It was 2-2, right?
It was 2-2.
Yeah, so...
I saw a funny comment where someone was like, well, Valencia are playing in white and the referee must have got confused thinking it was Madrid.
100%, because they've had everything go their way this season, haven't they?
That's why I don't really give a shit, because this is probably the first time it's ever like a call's gone against Madrid anyway. So fuck them.
So Belling, red card, right at the end of the game, you are right. So he misses at least the next game. But it was a straight red, wasn't it? So
Straight red.
Yeah, he's out for 3, that means, I think.
Do you know
Yeah.
what's another crazy piece in this, though, is Vinny Jr.'s had issues with racism. And
Yes.
I think it's particularly with Valencia for some reason, isn't
Okay.
it? He scored, and when he scored the second goal, he did the fist. But he did it facing the Valencia fans.
Wow, okay.
Well, one,
yeah.
there's like some fucking awesome, like iconic pictures of it. But if you go and watch the video online, it pisses them off like no tomorrow.
Wow, okay.
Bunch of racists. Couldn't handle it. I love it.
I saw it come up on my Instagram, but I didn't know what the background on it was, to be honest, until you just reminded me.
You know the unfortunate thing about Real dropping points?
No one took advantage of it.
Yeah, Girona lost.
Do you think they've run out of steam?
It looks a bit like that. When you look at the table, they're only 1 point clear of Barcelona and 4 points clear of Atletico Madrid and 7 points behind Real now. So I think the wheels are starting to fall off, Ben. Yep.
But I hope they can just maintain top 4, because I would
Totally.
be so sad. Not sad, but it would be unfortunate.
They absolutely
drop
deserve
down,
to stay
yeah.
top 4, agreed.
Yeah.
With a start like that, going stride for stride with Real Madrid, like, it's no easy feat.
Barca also missed an opportunity to take advantage as well.
They did. They drew with Athletic Club. That was a 0-0.
Yeah, they could have jumped on top of second, actually, which... Have you seen they asked Xavi if he'll stay one more year?
Okay, no, I didn't
said
say
he's
that.
definitely leaving, right?
Yeah.
He's
And now
definitely
they're
leaving?
like that. Is it that Hansi Flick guy?
Hansi Flick, that's a good shout.
Is it being touted? Also, that the
Hansi
Sporting...
Flick is a treble winner.
Is he?
Yep, 2020, Bayern Munich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because he got sacked as the Germany manager, didn't he?
He did. He didn't have a good run with the German team, but he left Bayern to pursue that role. So it looks like he's coming back to club football then if he's considering a Barcelona.
It's really interesting.
But he's a top manager at club level.
It'd be interesting if he goes there. His favourite for there, and who's the other one? It was the Sporting Lisbon's manager is being touted for a number of jobs.
He was being touted for us as well.
I was about to say that. He was apparently the backup if you can't get Alonso.
Yeah, so
Ruben
I saw.
Amorim.
That's the one, yeah. That's the one.
Because Sporting also sit top of their
Top
league,
of their
don't they?
league, yeah, that's right.
I think it's a bit closer than La Liga.
Yeah.
He's only 39.
They're all
Yeah.
coming through.
It's going to be very interesting, this transfer window with managers. It's going to be so interesting.
Well, I saw something also online, or I spent way too much of my time on there. Someone said if Pep does win the 4th in a row Premier League, he calls it quits.
What's
For
his
Man City.
contract? Where's his contract ending?
End of next year, I think.
End of next year, I think. Or maybe 26.
Did he extend it?
Maybe. I think so, because I think Klopp had 25, and I think he had one more after that, I believe. But
Do you reckon he leaves?
to answer your question, Ben, like if you win 4 in a row, something that's never been done in English top flight history, sorry, in Premier League, Why wouldn't you want to leave and go out on a high? But then the flip to that is why wouldn't you go and get a fifth?
Correct. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. But what makes us think that he wouldn't just go win 5 in a row?
He's more than capable.
And like, it's more than likely that it will happen.
And next season, he doesn't have to worry about Jurgen Klopp too.
No. But is that what keeps him? Is that the competitiveness that keeps him going?
Surely it's that drives him. He's always said that the Liverpool team has made him a better, and vice versa, right?
Some other weird manager linkages. Tuchel, I don't know if he's putting his own name out there to Barca, but also linked to United.
Interesting. Linked to United.
Don't know what that would be like. United doesn't seem right, does it? Doesn't
seem like a fit. Thomas Tuchel was a top manager who just put himself down the toilet.
Well, Todd
didn't help the cause.
Him, yeah.
But look at what he did with Bayern. He's ruined that team.
Yeah, but it's probably just because they got too many Tottenham players. No, in all seriousness, I don't know how he'd.
How funny that a Chelsea manager has brought 2 Tottenham players into his Bayern team, isn't it?
Very
or
random.
A former Chelsea manager, or a coach. They don't really have managers, do they?
But Harry Kane, you'd take.
Sure.
Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer is questionable.
That's a weird
there are
one.
so many better centre halves in world football, better than Eric Dyer.
And they re-signed him for another year.
Oh,
or something.
wow. Okay.
No, they didn't, did they?
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
So one thing that I did see today online, guys, was that Jamal Musiala has decided not to renew his Bayern contract,
Saw that.
with links to the Premier League, namely Man City and
Fucking
Liverpool.
Rubbish.
Who gets his signature?
He's only 21.
He's only 21.
Man City.
He is so good too.
Well, it depends. We're talking about managers. If neither are there, we don't know, do you?
That's true. That's a good point.
That's a ripple effect of what's going on at Bayern now. 'Cause that's like their future.
Yep.
Like 21-year-old prodigy, and he doesn't want to renew his contract.
It's insane.
At Bayern Munich.
It's insane.
It's all gone down the pan, hasn't it, there?
If he goes to City, that is a fucking scary prospect.
Yeah.
That is extreme. If he goes to City, Pep are winning 5 in a row. Oh, Pep's winning 5 in a row, sorry. Pep City.
Man, they have made
If
his
they win
contract
this year.
permanent.
Yeah, they made his. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Pep made his contract permanent.
Lol.
Wow. Okay.
What do you reckon, Jamal Musiala?
I think he ends up in the Prem, but I don't know if he'll like if Pep wants him, he'll go to because there's who's at Liverpool. Like we don't know yet.
That's the thing. We don't know, right? We don't know.
He's linked to literally everyone, to be honest. Chelsea obviously will throw a load of money at him.
It could be he's
a former Chelsea academy player, is he not?
He's definitely somewhere in England.
Or maybe it was no.
I thought it was City.
I don't know if he's something with Bellingham in the England unders and stuff. So it was,
I could be wrong about the Chelsea thing then.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was a Chelsea academy player.
Southampton?
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Okay.
Coming to a head with some of these leagues, though, aren't we? Like we're talking about Germany, Bayern messed up, Leverkusen running away with it.
Yeah.
People tripping up in the Liga.
Yeah.
Serie A is over. Napoli beat Juventus in the morning, and Inter are 12 points ahead.
Yeah. Inter are well clear now.
There's only one consistent team across Europe.
Bayer Leverkusen.
They won again this morning.
That's right. They did 10 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga.
10 points clear, 10 games to go.
10 games to go.
So I think if they win their next 7, league's done.
Guys, do Bayer go invincible in the league?
We
I've
talked
asked
about it
before.
last week.
Hey?
We talked about this last week, didn't we?
Was it last week that I asked the question, was
Yep,
it?
yep.
Okay.
Look, it's looking more likely.
Just yes or no?
Yes.
Ben?
Actually, no.
No.
They have
I'm
to
gonna-
go to Dortmund.
I'm going to say they do.
Oh, they only got to go to Dortmund. That's it.
They've got to go. Well, they got to go to Dortmund and Frankfurt, which I think those are two
Frankfurt aren't bad.
bigger games.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Very doable.
I think they're going to do it.
And they play Stuttgart at home. They got a couple.
And then
games
and
that
then
they
surely
could drop.
Xabi Alonso can leave Bayer Leverkusen on a high, knowing he was undefeated in the league as a manager.
That's mad. Just before we wrap this up and head to the debate stuff,
Yeah.
since the Treble announcement, which
Yep.
seems legit, what are your thoughts on the treatment? Have you seen what's been going on
With what exactly?
with Enrique and Mbappe?
No. Has he not been playing him?
So he's been subbing him off early.
Oh, okay.
So he took him off, not last game before, he took him off shortly after the second half started. And then this weekend, he took him off at half time. And then Mbappe didn't go and sit on the subs bench. He got changed and was on his phone.
Of course,
laughing.
Mbappe's going to have a cry
And
there.
then, no, he wasn't crying. He was like having a laugh and then sat and watched the rest of the game with
okay.
his mum.
Oh, I did see something
Yeah.
online about him sitting with his mum, actually.
Yeah, like gives zero fucks. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of, I'd like, what do you make of this? Because like the French league is near enough wrapped up, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough. It's an interesting one. I don't know if, is it a case of PSG owe Mbappe or Mbappe owes PSG?
I think it's an inevitable thing with a player like that.
You know what
for
it
to
is?
come
It's just
to
a
this.
toxic relationship, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But is it really a toxic relationship? Like, can you imagine it going any better at another club? He's going to be like that anywhere he goes.
I don't know. That's the question.
He demands like so much though. Like he almost demands like he's almost like demanding like LeBron James kind of authority over a team. But he's like what 24 or something. And even in football, you can't really do that. Like
No.
NBA is like a 5-man like
It's true.
sport.
No
Like, it's
one player is
different.
bigger than the team in
Never.
any sport.
Never.
Even if you're Michael Jordan or LeBron James.
It's different when you're them too.
I agree
and it
with that.
depends, and that's later in their careers
As it is with
too.
CR7 and Leo Messi.
Exactly right. But yeah, look, I don't know if it's a PSG problem. I don't see the problems going away.
Is he going to Real Madrid? Until I see that
No, he's going.
shirt.
He's
will.
going.
He wasn't
It's
that like
for-
his
it's
boyhood?
for, it's Fabrizio official.
Yeah.
That means
Fabrizio-
nothing to me these
Fabrizio's
days.
Mate, he's not
gonna
going
lie.
to be at Liverpool. He's going to be at Real
Oh
Madrid.
no! I actually
like-
don't get
yeah.
me wrong. I don't care if he's going to Liverpool or Madrid or not. I just until I see it happen, I don't buy any of the stories.
I do agree
because
with
it's
that.
like 2 or 3 years. It's just Mbappe's going here, he's going there. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, I get.
Like who cares?
I get what you mean there.
Yeah.
but I think
I actually don't care about the Liverpool links at all, to be honest.
no. I think it's done.
Yeah.
Like
Done at PSG.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, I
Yeah.
agree with that. He's done there.
I wasn't sure if things are wrapped up in the league, if it was smart from Enrique to do that anyway, because you've got to think about planning for next year and then what that team looks like, or you might have some players in there. I don't know.
What they will have is a massive wage budget next year.
No one wants to go there.
Well, that's the thing, right? Nobody wants to go there. I think a lot of it is because of that toxicity around the club, around the fan base as well. Any fan base that sits there and boos Leo Messi does not deserve. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just toxicity galore.
What if they do the unthinkable and win the Champions League?
That's a great question. Will they do it? Probably not.
No.
But there is a possibility that they can.
It's crazy.
It's insane. Now, that's one way for Mbappe to bow out, isn't it? Win them the
Then
fucking
you'd
Champions
leave,
League.
right? Then you'd be like, all right, I've done it. Or
Yeah.
What else can I do?
I mean,
in
he's
this
going.
team?
If he is going to Madrid, it's because he wants to lift that Champions League and knows he's not going to do it at PSG.
Yep.
And also, when you look at the squad that Real have, they're set for the next 5-10 years.
They're definitely going to be the team to beat.
As they are every generation, though. It's annoying.
Florentino.
He
gets
just does it, yeah.
Gets it done. Sorry.
He just has his way, doesn't he?
On that note, maybe it's time to take a break.
I think so. Yeah, there was a lot of chatting there.
A lot
Yeah.
of talking today.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back for.
Debate.
Heck yeah, it's going to be a good one today. We'll be back soon. All right, we are back for the Debate Me Softly question of the day. Now, I'd said at the start of the episode that I was very keen for this one. One, because it's a really tough one to discuss, and two, because how do you quantify what I'm about to ask you? But the question I've got for you today, fellas, is which of the following is harder to do? Winning a quad with the Europa League or winning a treble with the Champions League? So I'll repeat, which is harder to do? A quad with the Europa League, and that means you win your league, the 2 domestics, and then the Europa, or the treble, which means you win the league and another domestic, and then the Champions League. Which of these is harder to do?
Having to win in the Champions League as opposed to the Europa League, if we're comparing those two differences.
Sure.
The level of competition is significantly better in the Champions League.
Agreed, but my rebuttal to that is competing in 3 trophies is easier, quote unquote, than competing in 4 trophies, because when you're competing for 4, you've got more games to play, so you've got to consider more squad rotation. Because you're playing the maximum amount of games that you are offered basically in a season.
But you can afford more squad rotation in Europa League if you're a decent team.
At the start, yes, but when it gets to knockout stages, no. So at the start, it's the same as the Champions League. You can afford to rotate the squad if you're versing minnow teams. Similarly, most teams in the Europa League, if you're, of a decent caliber or a Champions League caliber team, you should be facing teams that you should be able to rotate your squad. But when it gets to the knockout stages and there's more pressure on line, you're going to be playing stronger teams.
But you're saying that, and Leverkusen are playing Bin Bag, and Liverpool are playing Sparta Prague.
That's true. That's only 2 of the teams, but eventually they're still going to verse each other. So if you want to win the quad, it's going to be let's say Bayern and
what I'm saying here is, though, you don't necessarily need to play a full strength squad.
But in saying that, anything can happen in a European game. You can't just look at two squads and just be like, yeah, this squad's going to win. It doesn't work like that. Porto just beat Arsenal. Arsenal have a way better squad.
We don't.
You
we
do.
don't do well in Europe.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're looking
Also-
at squads, right?
Also,
Not
we're talking
squads.
about Champions League. There's levels.
You're telling me about levels? Come on, how many Champions Leagues have you won, Arsenal fans?
None.
Exactly. And how many have I won as a Liverpool fan? 6.
None.
That's
None.
the difference. Get out of here, mate. Get out of here. Don't talk about fucking Champions League and levels. Come on.
Well,
Don't give me that shit.
So what it'll come down to ultimately, there's a stamina competition because there's technically more games.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, what if you won the treble with the Champions League, but you got to the final of the Mickey Mouse Cup, aka the Carabao Cup? That's still the same amount of games played and higher quality. I'd still say that would be harder.
That's fair
Then-
because there's nothing saying that
Yeah.
you're going to win
There's
that.
nothing.
I get
so
what you
like,
mean. I get what you mean.
I'd
Yeah, that's a
still,
good point.
Like, in terms of games,
Yeah.
then yeah, but still, it's quad's unprecedented, right?
No one's done it.
Yeah.
And in the course of time, Ben, we've only had a few teams that have won a treble, a European treble. So we've got Barca who've done it twice, Bayern Munich who've done it twice, Ajax, Celtic, Inter, Manchester United, PSV, and Manchester City make up the rest.
I still think the Champions League, if you went all the way in the other cup, would be the gold standard because you still have to go and beat. You're still in a competition with Europe's elite, like elite cream of the crop. So
I think especially if it's the FA Cup or I think each league have
Also,
an FA Cup and League Cup equivalent,
I believe so.
or does some only have just like league
well, also
Investment Cup? I think they have both actually.
to add to that, some of this could depend on context. So Premier League is extremely competitive this year. But you could say that carries more weight. Leverkusen, on the other hand, they play in a league where they only play there's only 18 teams, so there's less games naturally. And what they've done is insane, but is the level of competition there? So would that, if Liverpool did it versus Leverkusen, could you also discredit Leverkusen for winning a quad versus Liverpool?
I personally won't, no. Because something that's never been done before, you can't talk against it, basically. So even if you add that context, they still want a quad if they go and do it.
Yeah, it'd still be
You know?
insane.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't necessarily agree with that comment about putting the context behind it because it's still a quad.
it just makes you wonder though.
I agree.
'Cause it's
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing as if PSG went and won the quad. Then everyone would be like, well, look at their league. No one's even competing with them.
Yeah, but I just went through names: Ajax, Celtic, PSV,
Oh, yeah, I'm not
right? That
denying
have won the
that.
treble. No matter what, they've still done it.
Personally, the Champions League, winning your league and your most prized domestic cup,
Yeah.
I think is the gold standard. Because if you did a treble and it included the Carabao Cup, everyone would not say that wouldn't be classed as a treble. If that happens, you don't see that in this list.
Yep, agreed.
I think it's a close second, a very close second, but I still think it's the Champions League at the end of the day, which is unreal. Like, look how hard. You just made the comment Arsenal's ever won it. They've been in it enough.
Yep.
They've never done it. There's
No
loads
European
of teams that have never
heritage.
done it. But look how long it's taken so many of those teams to get there.
Yeah,
All the
agreed.
resources they had to pump in. Even City, the amount of money and time spent to get there. I don't know. It's the hardest competition to win.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. The Champions League is the hardest competition. That's why it's the most prestigious competition to win. It's just the fact that a quad's never been done before, no matter what kind of quad it is, whether it be the Europa or the Champions League. The fact that it's never been done over the course of history, does that not put a little bit more behind it in terms of almost impossible, considering it's never been done before?
Yes, I think it does. But I also think when you get to the stage of, you almost think like if a team's going for a quadruple and the fourth trophy is Europa League, gee, I actually don't even know. What order do they play the final? What's the last game of the year? Would it be
Champions
Europa?
League
Champions
is the
League is the
last.
last. Europe
Yeah.
is the couple of days before, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
They normally play it like midweek, don't they?
Yeah, and normally the quali game to the Prem is weaved in the middle,
You
right?
almost-
The one at Wembley.
You almost think it hasn't happened because at some stage you got to prioritize something else. Because what if Premier League's going down? Like, what if the domestic league is, or What if the league is going down to the last day? You're like putting everything into that. I don't even know. But a quad, to see a quad would be crazy.
Yeah. Look, for what it's worth, I absolutely agree with both of you. I think that winning the treble with the Champions League
I changed my mind.
carries a little bit more than winning the quad with the Europa League.
Yeah.
Because of the prestigious nature of the cup.
Yeah.
Because winning the Champions League is definitely the hardest thing to do. That's the reason why Arsenal haven't won it yet, because it's pretty tough to do. But I was just playing devil's advocate just to see what you guys were thinking.
Yeah.
Because something that's never been done before surely is...
If someone does it, it'd be epic.
No, but the funny thing is, even if somebody goes and does it with the Europa, somebody else is going to turn around and say, do it with the Champions League, you know?
100%.
And to be completely honest, it's an achievement. Don't get any of us wrong. Like, it'd be incredible, but it would be easily forgotten.
Yeah, agreed. And look, like, obviously a lot of people are going to think I'm asking the question because Liverpool are chasing quad right now. I don't think we're going to win a quad this year. I think we'll probably win another trophy, but I don't think we're going to win the quad.
Stop using reverse psychology.
No. Straight. I'll tell you this tomorrow and the next day after that as well. I don't think we're going to win a quad, but I think we'll win another treble.
I'm glad you're putting the negative energy out there.
But in saying that,
He's trying to tempt fate.
In saying,
I don't want to win the quad. I don't want to win the quad.
I want to. I absolutely want to.
I Premier League.
I just don't think we will.
Yeah, it'd be tough to do.
Yeah, I don't think we will do it.
Honestly, fuck knows at this point.
Although in saying that, we're the only team in the Premier League that has a shot of winning the quad this year, you know? Or the only team in England that has a shot of winning the quad this year. Or a quad this year. But I still don't think we're going to do it. It's just interesting. And I think what I would like to do is just put this question out there and see what listeners think as well as to which one of these would they choose.
Put it on the socials.
Yeah, I'll post up on the socials and we'll see what they say.
That's interesting. Maybe leave it there. Leave it in the hands of listeners.
I think so, yeah. Because obviously no one... The good thing about this one is there's no right or wrong answer and everyone's going to have an opinion. Treble's been done before. Quad's never been done before.
Yeah.
If it does get done, then maybe there is a debate to be had. But right now we're playing semantics.
Nobody can find us for a debate.
Where?
The Reddit community.
Go on. What's the shout again? Go
to Dribble Me Softly and join the Reddit community and we'll start posting the debates on there. Because I'm not allowed to post on the Premier League yet because I don't have enough karma. And I'm really bitter about it.
Give us some upvotes.
But yes, but give us a week and we may actually be able to post stuff without being banned. And it's not due to Saki comments. I've been very behaved.
Yeah, out of the three of us, you would be the most... Actually, no, I think Stu would be pretty behaved. I'd be blocked.
You'd
tomorrow.
be blocked.
I'd be blocked tomorrow.
100%. You wouldn't be allowed anywhere near.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
We all know that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't even pass the screening
Oh,
process.
fuck off, Stu. Calm down, mate. Look at you, huh?
But I guess we'll leave it there. But look, it'd be cool to engage with people. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And then we'll have this up for you to listen to soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.